Well, we've made it to His Majesty, his King, Capitan Todd.
Capitan Todd.
King of the Mountain, Nintendo's main mascot, the king of Nintendo's social media. It's Toad. And we're playing Captain Toad, Treasure Tracker, as a part of our...
This is an unusual one, isn't it?
It is.
It's kind of out of the blue, and everyone was sort of saw 3D World, saw the spin-off sort of.
It's one of those games that we thought was going to be a downloadable game was actually a physical retail disc release.
Yeah, and they were like, "Boom, let's make a whole game."
Yeah.
With extra levels.
Anyway, this is part of our RIP Wii U series. In the lead up to the Switch, we're saying goodbye to all these Wii U games we love.
Oh, well, that was a trap.
And Captain Toad is one of those. So this is a really interesting game because, Valley, I think it takes the idea of a platformer and flips on its head somewhat. This isn't. I wouldn't necessarily call this a platformer. It's more of a puzzle game, and it's all about dioramas. It's all about spinning around these worlds and figuring out the secrets by the kind of the trick of the eye. You know. There are many moments in this game where they kind of play with your perspective, and that's something I appreciate about it because it's a very different style of thing from your traditional kind of Mario.
This thing I'm doing, like I'm spinning around, working my way up. Like it's so intricate, these levels, and the vast majority of them aren't particularly hard. Can I put that here?
Yeah, it definitely later on it becomes. Wow, a bit of glitching in there, I think.
Was I meant to?
I think you were supposed to go that way.
Which way? I'm not really collecting everything this time.
I know. Just wait for it to go back round. Oh, here we go. This will take you up top.
I'm just going to go to the star.
The elevator. Beautiful.
I mean, it's a pretty fun game. I really enjoyed it. Like it took me a while as well, actually.
Surprisingly so, considering there are so few levels. Well, it's alright. Mini Toad will make it to the end. That star.
I mean, it obviously takes loads of the assets and things from 3D World, which are great. I mean, you know, we're talking about the music and like the levels and things like that. And
do you want to go into the second book, or maybe find a bit of a later one here?
Let's go for a bit later.
So this is the last game EAD Tokyo released. And this was in 2014. So, that in mind,
it's been a long time.
They've had some years to work on this old 3D Mario thing. Which I feel like by the time this video gets uploaded, Bally, we'll know the name of that new Mario game. And we'll know what it's about a bit more. And we'll know whether it's a launch title for Switch or whether it's going to be later on.
Yes.
But I'm very excited to see what that game is. Because, I'll tell you what, Bally. Mario, not my favorite Nintendo franchise, but EAD Tokyo never put a foot wrong. I don't think I can say EAD Tokyo have ever made a bad video game. They've made some good video games that are not incredible. I think Jungle Beat is one of those games. It was their first game. I think it suffers from a lot of problems that most EAD Tokyo games suffer from, including this one. Which is stuff like
repeated bosses.
Right, probably their biggest sin is their boss structure, which I understand from the perspective of, hey, let's introduce this boss and let's make him beatable, and then let's introduce him again, and this time, on the gamepad, if you look on the gamepad and twist the screen around to the other side, so where you can see the choo-choo button. There it is. Now you can pull it with your background. See that? Purple button lever. No, just on the gamepad. I'm telling you. Choo choo. And you get a 1-up.
I got really stuck on this level when I played it. Actually.
Oh, that's inconvenient.
I've just remembered.
I think you go back through this hallway.
I mean, I don't know whether I got stuck to beat the level or stuck to actually
find the hidden stuff.
Yeah.
The diamonds, because there are 3 diamonds in each of these. A very traditional EAD model of design where you have the level plus 3 collectibles. They did it with the green stars in 3D World. Did it in Galaxy.
Platforming. What did I type?
Yeah. You use the gamepad for this stuff as well. Which it's light gamepad usage, but it's neat. It's a fun little time. Cool. This is almost like Murder on the Orient Express,
It's a great little level, this one. It's really cool.
Kind of tells a mini narrative as you go through. And now you have to Tetris your way to the end. So every time we come back from London Valley or go anywhere with my dad, he's the one who packs the boot all the time. And none of us ever want to pack the boot because even if we do, we know that he's just going to get in there and fucking play Tetris with himself. Because he has a certain method of wanting to get everything in the boot. And
understandable. And
if anyone messes with that, it's like he can't deal with it. So even if everything's fine and in the boot, he's just like, no, I can't deal with this anymore. So every time he's like, go on, pack the boot. I'm like, no, Dad, I'm not. Because I know you're just going to go in there and fucking play Tetris and put it the way you want it to be. So that corridor there with Tetris blocks just reminded me of that stuff. And here's the big bad of this game. The Helmarok King, of course. After retiring in Wind Waker.
They just run out of ideas, don't they, sometimes?
There are so many, repeated, the hand bosses. That's, the number one in all Nintendo games.
You know it.
Yeah.
Hands and eyes, hands and eyes.
Should we jump to the second book here and see if there's... Oh, I like that level, actually, the 15 one, the running one. Because we're running along.
One, yeah. It's quite quick, isn't it?
It is quite quick, I think.
Give it a go.
15, I think it was. A dash, yeah.
Road
this is the
dash.
level. This is kind of similar to some stuff in 3D World I was thinking about, where you get a fast mushroom or a boost. Sorry, you get a boost and you start running really quickly. To wait this time for these guys. You can't stop here. You just got to keep on moving.
Can't stop, won't stop.
There we go. Get the boost. And little Toad, he's never run faster in his life, has he? Mario 2, getting some representation here. Not only is Toad in Mario 2, but the turnips, Bally. They're a big deal.
Of course. They're a big deal in this game. They're like its only weapon. They're its only means to survival.
I really want to sit down and properly play Mario 2 one day, Bally.
We'll get there.
It's one of those games that I think I am actually going to think back and enjoy more than Mario 1 or even 3. And I think that's partial nostalgia because I played the remake of Mario 2 on GBA. But I also think it's just a far more interesting game. Oh, I tried to cut through. Didn't quite make it. I think it's just a far more...
Just going for it.
That was very close. Yeah, I think Mario 2 is just a far more interesting design aesthetic.
I mean, I owned Super Mario Advance 1, which is Mario 2.
Yes, so did I.
So I played that when I was, 12 when it came out. Got very, very stuck.
Yeah.
Very, very early
There were some warp points in that game that allowed you to skip things. I got to World 4 through a warp point.
Would you rather play the original or the remake, though?
I would rather play the Super Nintendo inspired one, yeah. Because, I mean, that version that we get on GBA is basically the Mario All-Stars version.
It's very good, though.
It is.
What are we feeling? What looks good?
I don't know. Just
This looks mad.
Oh, God, yeah, this is a twisty-turny one.
I'll give it a go.
It is kind of crazy. Yeah, so the interesting thing about this, which makes it quite replayable, is not only do you have the...
Oh god, this is hard. What am I doing?
But not only do you have the collectibles of the diamonds, but you also have an objective in each level.
Yeah.
And so this one is to take no damage in this level. I think that's what burned me out eventually, was the objectives sometimes get really tough, and it becomes a bit of a chore. I think that way's fine. It'll stop at whichever one, so it doesn't matter. It'll just lock into place. So be careful with the piranha plants. Got to bait them a little bit, I think. But this isn't Mario Galaxy. You can't walk off the edge here and suddenly end up on the right side. Toadette doesn't quite have...
there's a floor down there, but...
Yeah.
Right, so let's try if I go...
So anyway, I was just saying the objectives in this game are an additional thing, but I don't think you know what the objective is until you've beaten the level. So it's not the sort of thing where you can go in and do everything first time through. So you can't just go in, get all the 3 diamonds, beat the level, and do the objective. You basically have to play every level at least twice.
What happened?
There's a hole. You died. You can go another level. That one seems...
Yeah, this level seems a little over the top.
Yeah. It's complicated.
I like the pink menus for Toadette.
Yeah. Got to theme it properly.
What are we feeling? That looks hilarious.
Oh yeah, that one's okay. It's kind of a ghost house almost.
These all look a bit of puzzle.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
Want some pipes?
If you want, I like this one, the terrace. A lot of these, my memories of this game, a lot of it is tied to specific podcasts that I listen to.
I got really stuck on certain levels in this game.
Yeah.
Oh god, where am I?
So I clearly remember listening to a podcast of Greg Miller talking about how he and his friend played the original Metal Gear Solid together, and then he also talked about how, like, he was telling his friend over the phone how to do certain things in Metal Gear Solid 2, and it was while I was playing this game. That happens to me a lot, Bally. Is like, I'll be doing something else while playing a game, and I'll have these inextricable links of, like, the specific level in the game and the thing that I was listening to or watching at the time.
Yeah.
And that is really apparent with Metroid Fusion for me, because I remember the first season of Dragon's Den was on, and we were watching there's an episode where a guy has an idea for a dispensing machine for umbrellas, which is like one of the first ideas. I was like, holy shit, that's amazing. Because like, you think about it, they're in the middle of London, they don't have an umbrella, it starts to rain. If you had these dispensing machines that were around the place that just shot out umbrellas for cheap prices, that would be fucking great.
That would be great.
So I remember listening to / watching that episode while playing through Metroid Fusion, the post game. And I was going for all the, like, shine sparking rooms. So there are a couple of rooms in particular in Metroid Fusion that just remind me so vividly of Dragon's Den. And it's weird, because, like, why would you connect those things otherwise? And you don't. But it's, the brain works in mysterious ways, Valley.
I think this level looks nice, but it's very difficult.
I think it's more of a collectible level, where you have to go around and figure things out and then get to the center. Can you not go through that door? I think there's a way to open the door, probably.
Wanting to
Through
go
one of these panels. There you go, the door's open. So you want to basically get it over the top while the door is open.
Yes.
No, you can't go through there.
I don't even know where I want to go.
You want to...
Go here?
You want to have the brown doors go down while...
I mean, I don't even know where I'm wanting to go.
No, you need to go through the door. You see the door there? That door opens when you press the switches and the white doors go up. So you need to find a way onto the other side of that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, press the P switch here. Okay, no, go around. No, here, you're fine. Go around. Go around. Go around here. And then go up these stairs. Press this first. And then go up these stairs and...
Got you.
Oh, wait. Really? Oh yeah, you need to press this. You got it. You got it. Easy.
I've got this. I've got this.
All right, nailed it.
This.
Nailed it.
I have got this. Up my ladder.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Down the ladder. Ladder down the ladder. Just gotta. Sometimes I just sat there and spun around the boxes. Those dioramas, they're beauty. Joy to behold.
There's gonna be another Capitan Todd.
I don't know. I would think that if they do it again, they should do it like we expected, where it's just a downloadable thing. It's a little side project. I think it was one of those situations where Wii U had such a lack of good software that they bolstered it by making Kirby, Canvas, or Rainbow Curse.
Well, this looks really hard, doesn't it?
And yeah, and making this a full title. So,
I mean, it'd be cool to see if the new Mario on Switch has some sort of spin-off in the same way.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they could implement levels like this into that game, but I think at this point they really want to get away from the 3D world, 3D land aesthetic. Definitely feels like they want to do something more 64-like. And I'm fine with that, because as much as I love Mario 64, I definitely think that you can refine that in a way. And the problem with Sunshine is it was a refinement, but it also did a lot of different things.
I just thought you could walk onto it.
No. Apparently not.
How wrong I was.
Yeah, so I don't know. Sunshine is a really good game, but like with all the mechanics of FLUDD and everything.
You're gonna pick that up?
On Switch, Virtual Console, yeah, for sure. Because it doesn't look like they're going to do an HD remake anytime soon.
So. Yeah, and maybe it's a shame because the fact that it's going to come to Switch. Oh
boy, they're going for you. What? I think. Can you kill them by shining your light on them?
I can pause.
Or they just disappear.
So if I do that.
Yeah, they're not going to die. Oh, they do.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just got to shine that light hard enough.
Who knew how powerful,
Look, boos are afraid of the dark.
Um.
Really afraid of it.
kind of stuck.
Well, Bally, maybe that signals that...
What is this?
Oh, yeah, it's a secret way. I was going to say maybe that signals that it's time to say goodbye to Capitan Todd and his friends.
Oh, well.
That's where you already...
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we getting somewhere? We're back.
No, we're not. We're
Well,
just going round in circles. So MB said, I think that's a good... And I'm back at the start. How good is that? Yeah.
All right.
Until next time.
Yeah, thanks for joining us on our adventure through the old Wii U games. And
R.I.P. Wii U.
R.I.P. Wii U, long live the Switch. And see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.